here are the things that you have to do to detox your body, take the stress off your lymph and get it working, functioning properly again. Number one, eat mostly fruits, okay? You want to get off the animal products. You want to stop eating so much heavy food. Eat fruits for the morning, just fruits in the morning. Everything else, get rid of it. Allow your body to have that time to cleanse out the detox system. Your liver is working while you're sleeping. If you give it time to keep cleansing in the morning, your liver will catch up and start to get rid of those toxins. Your kidneys will catch up. You'll start to unplug that lymph system that's all backed up by those animal products and animal fats and toxins, etc. So the number one thing we want to do is eat more fruit, specifically fruit in the morning, okay? Fruit in the morning. So the second thing we want to do is we want to increase the amount of vegetables we're consuming and vegetable juices, okay? If you want to be able to detox your body, we have to do mostly the fruit and vegetables, okay? Yes, we're going to do starches. Yeah, we're going to have some form of protein. Yeah, we're going to have some fats, as I'll talk about here. But the fruits are the easiest to break down. They're the most cleansing for the kidneys, for the lymphatic system, for the urinary tract, etc. The vegetables are most cleansing for the stomach, for the gut. They contain minerals, they contain prebiotic fibers, etc. The starches, okay, these are acidic foods. You have to be able to limit your starches, but have enough starch that you could survive. You don't want to be living off just fruits and vegetables forever. You're going to end up being drained eventually. Your brain's not going to be working properly because you don't have enough fat, don't have enough oil to be able to support brain function. And it's not a long-term strategy you want to stick with. If you're trying to detox and cleanse your lymph system and keep going over the course of a few months, you can go heavy on the fruits in the morning. Then we go in vegetables and maybe a little bit of rice for the lunch with some plant-based oil, something like avocado or an olive oil, something like that. And then for dinner, we want to do something like potatoes, other types of rice, couscous, millet, those things, those type of plant-based starches. But my favorites are rice and potatoes. In the evening, you can do potatoes and broccoli, or potatoes and something else, some other type of vegetable. Or you could do beans and some type of vegetable if you can tolerate them. The reality is, you don't want to have too much animal fat, and you don't want to have too much meat. If you have eggs, you have dairy, you have meats, you have fish, you have all these things. They're complex proteins. Those proteins are difficult to break down. They're dense proteins. You have lots of protein in a very condensed spot, and trying to break that down puts a lot of stress on the detox system. Also, it makes the body more acidic when you start to consume animal products. When you consume animal products too consistently, your body has a low pH, and a low pH means your cells hold on to the toxins. There's not a whole lot of a increase in cell permeability. It's, to get cell permeability to increase, to be able to increase your alkaline, you have to increase your alkaline levels, your pH levels, to a point where you're 6.5 or above. Most people are living in the 5s in their pH, and they're wondering why they're all toxic. But their body is protecting itself from future toxins by making the cell walls hard and rigid so that nutrients can't flow in, and the toxins can't flow out. The body's protecting itself because it's so acidic and so backed up with all these animal products, cholesterols, etc. You got to realize also, these animal fats, they deposit all over the body, and they reduce circulation, they reduce oxygenation, they reduce nutrient transport, insulin transport. They block the proper function of the liver, proper function of the gallbladder, etc. So if you really want to cleanse out that lymph system, cleanse out the body, detox, you have to be able to remove the animal products temporarily and focus on a diet that is fruits in the morning, vegetables and starch for lunch, starch and vegetables for the evening, or beans and vegetables, something that would provide a starch multiple times per day in moderate amounts and be heavier on the vegetables and fruits. And then you want to lean on those plant-based oils, okay? And when you use the plant-based oils, you don't want to go ahead and put them on and cook and fry with plant-based oils, because that'll ruin the oil quality and it'll make it problematic. It'll make it it'll oxidize the oil, and it'll make it harmful to your health. So you want to go ahead and steam these foods, okay? Steam these foods and then add the oil later. There's another thing you want to do to detox and open the lymph. You could remove some of these meals and put smoothies in instead. You can skip a meal and do a fresh vegetable juice instead, or have an apple juice or an orange juice or a carrot juice. Having the juices instead can take some of the stress off the liver, the gallbladder. It can really take stress off the gut. It can allow your body to start really cleansing out this stuff. You don't have to have food in the form of meals every time. You can drink them too. And that's something you can do to be able to increase the cleansing response in your body. So if you want to get over this lymph blockage that you got, you have to be able to realize you're eating too many animal products. You're taking too many supplements. You're possibly living in a moldy house. You're possibly, consuming things that are plugging up your system, making your blood thicker. So to get out of that, too much meat, too many eggs, too much dairy, these are the main things, too much butter, processed foods, chips, stuff in bags, all that crap, it stops the detox process from occurring. So this is what I experienced myself, I eat meat for 37 years and then I got off the meat and started to cleanse my body, started to focus on my pH level, started to increase the alkalinity within my body, get more green juices, green foods, fruits, etc. Went on a lower protein diet, moderate fat, not high protein and high fat and low carb. That's just the opposite of cleansing, okay? To cleanse, you gotta have high fiber, you gotta have moderate fat, you gotta have low protein. You'll be able to do that, it'll take the stress off your kidneys, liver, gallbladder, etc. And guess what? Your body will start cleansing naturally and heal. Your cells will start dumping the toxins that are in there that have been held on to for years, and then they'll start to function normally because all these toxins are removed from the body. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to discuss it more with you. My website is endsickness.org. I have hundreds of articles, hundreds of videos on there teaching you how to heal yourself out here in nature. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great day.